Jael, the wife of Eber. During the battle between Israel and Canaan, King Jabin the king of Canaan sent his trusted commander, Sisera, to go and conquer and crush the rebellion in Israel. That period, the children of Israel were subject to Canaan, because they had displeased God who sold them to the hands of Canaan. So, when Sisera came, Deborah, a prophetess in Israel, assured the Israelite army led by Barak that God was on their side as he had forgiven them. Barak, however, was doubtful of this and refused to fight unless Deborah came along. Though Deborah agreed, she said to Barak, Judges chapter 4 verse 9, I will surely go with thee. Notwithstanding the journey that thou talkest shall not be for thine honor. For the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. So Barak and Deborah attacked Sisera and his army, and utterly defeated them. Now enter Jael. She was the wife of Eber, who was one of descendants of Kenites. The Kenites were Moses' wife's people whom Moses had persuaded to follow them in their journey to the promised land. And Eber and King Jabin were friends and at peace. Indeed, the Bible records. Judges chapter 4 verse 17. There was peace between Jabin the king of Hazor and the house of Eber the Kenite. So when Sisera's army was defeated, Sisera fled on his 2 feet to seek refuge in Eber's tent. And at that time, Eber was not at home, but his wife Jael was. Jael, when she saw Sisera and knowing he had lost the war, welcomed him, gave him shelter and milk and butter. When Sisera was done eating, he felt comfortable and said to Jael, Stand in the door of the tent, and it shall be, when any man doth come and inquire of thee, and say, Is there any man here? That thou shalt say, No. All these Jael agreed to. And so Sisera began to sleep. And then Jael took a stake, and a hammer, and approached Sisera slowly, before placing the point of the stake on his forehead, and using the hammer to hit hard on it. Thus she drove the stake straight into Sisera's skull, killing him instantly. When Deborah and Barak passed by as they were chasing after Sisera, Jael called them to come see Sisera. And when they came in her tent, they met Sisera dead. And so Jael was blessed by Deborah. Judges chapter 5 verses 24 to 27. Blessed above women shall Jael the wife of Eber the Kenite be. Blessed shall she be above women in the tent. He asked water, and she gave him milk. She brought forth butter in a lordly dish. She put her hand to the nail, and her right hand to the workman's hammer, and with the hammer she smote Sisera. She smote off his head, when she had pierced and stricken through his temples. At her feet he bowed, he fell, he lay down. At her feet he bowed, he fell. Where he bowed, there he fell down dead.